I teach you all the things that made me successful, that if I would have knew a lot more sooner, I would have been way more successful. But it's all good because I was put here for a reason, and that reason was to help you along your journey, man. Make sure y'all buckle up. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we drop gems like this on the daily basis. So let's get into it, man. The power of focusing on one thing. Are you drowning out in distractions, bro? Do you have too many tasks? You know what I'm saying? Is it too many projects? Too many ideas that's competing for your attention? Our attention is very, very, very finite. I like to do this. Let me put it on my face. I like to do this representation here of our attention. Let me give you this diagram. You know what I mean? This on the fly too, but it's all good. I like to do this diagram right here of our attention. There's two ways to go. Hear me out now. We're going to draw a line in between that. Can y'all see? Y'all barely can see, but it's all good. We're going to draw two circles. As you can see, we got two circles here. You know what I mean? You can see that way better. So, on this side, we're going to divide our attention to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different aspects. We're going to divide our attention. Now, that's the progress we make when we divide our attention to 5 different places. Versus, if we was to divide our attention all to one place, that progress is off the fucking scale. Now, realistically, all of these directions right here equal up to this one direction, but this one direction gets you way further. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when you focus in on one thing. And that's what happens when you're focusing on one thing and not switching and not doing too many tasks. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes we kind of confuse being busy with being productive. When in all actuality, if you're being productive on one thing, I guarantee you, you're going to save a lot of energy versus wasting a lot being busy, quote unquote. So if you're drowning out in distractions, you might notice yourself doing one of these 3 things. It's a myth to multitask, bro. Multitasking is actually cap. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm a good multitasker. I can do this and that. It's actually cap, bro. It was a study done that it is 0% of true multitaskers, bro. The brain cannot focus on multiple tasks at one time. You might think you are, but you are switching. For example, if I'm recording this video and I'm writing something, I might think I could do it at the same time, but I'm genuinely switching between one and the other. You know what I'm saying? Which leads to 2.5 times the error rate. You know what I'm saying? You make more mistakes when you split your focus, and it also contributes to a 40% loss in productivity. You know what I mean? So if you're doing something and you think you multitasking, you really decreasing your productivity levels by over 40%. Which is reducing your efficiency at doing that certain thing. So if you want to get good at something, if you want to truly make progress in something, bro, the best way to do it is to work deep at it. You know what I mean? It's a book called Deep Work that explains this philosophy way better than I can. But I'm here to basically synthesize this information for you and consolidate it down to one useful video. Next up, man.
It's about getting out that comfort zone. It's about growing and evolving and seeing new things. Being around new groups of people, getting uncomfortable. So take that same philosophy and put it into your own personal life when it comes to self-development, trying new things. You worked out inside yesterday. If you know that you got to work out inside again, it might get a little boring. You have to shake things up. It's like a video game. You know what? I'm working out outside today. I'm switching it up today. I'm switching it up today so I can stay focused, because I never know what's going to happen. Because I never know what life can throw my way. So you have to be like life. Does this make sense? When you want to be disciplined and consistent in life, you have to have qualities that life possesses. Life itself is unpredictable. You have to be unpredictable. When you get that burst of energy, you got to work out. When you don't have energy, you have to train your mind. I don't have energy, so let's see what energy I actually do have. Because my mind is lying to me. I know I could get up. I know I could be disciplined. I know I can push through. Work out in the daytime today, but then tomorrow work out at night. Why? Because that's life. That will keep you going. That will keep you consistent. Trying new things. Trying different workouts. We want a better life, but we're not willing to put in better action. So Another way to be disciplined is by loving and appreciating the action that you're putting in. When you're really like half-assing a workout, when you're not really as locked in as you could be, when you're not as disciplined or driven as you could be, when you're not as focused, when you're not doing deep work, when you should be doing deep work, meaning this is a way and your full attention is on your purpose, and when you're not as locked in as you could be, how do you think your perception of yourself is going to be? What we tend to do is we tend to say, you know what, man, I'll never reach my goals, or I'll never be who I want to be for real, or I'll never be able to be that disciplined person. And it's like, you can be. You just have to show up every day. Whatever you're working on, show up for 30 minutes. I'd rather you work out every day for 30 minutes than to attempt to try and work out every day for 2 hours or for an hour. Break that time down and give it your all. And once you continue to give it your all into the things that you're doing, you're going to see your goals come true. When you're not giving it your all and you know that you're half-assing it, then you are not truly locked in. Whatever you do, do it well. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. And you don't have to do it for a long period of time. Do it with excellence and then stop. Be excited to do it again the next day. Work out with excellence and then stop. Right? 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then look forward to working out with excellence the next day. When you move with excellence, you start to see how you feel after that. When you give things your all, you get that feeling of fulfillment. It makes you want to get that feeling again. The feeling that we're chasing the feeling of fulfillment. It's not necessarily results. Fulfillment is the result. Fulfillment meaning, hey, I did everything that I needed to do today. I feel great. You have to chase that feeling. If you don't chase that feeling, then what are you chasing? What are you after? That feeling of fulfillment means that you're purposeful. It means that you're locked in. Give whatever time you have, right? Give your absolute all. Give your full energy. And of course, what ties all of this together is gratitude. Being grateful for the fact that we even get to do this. Being grateful for the fact that we get to lock in and we get to be on our purpose. Being grateful for the fact that we get to wake up every day and we get to do the things that we need to do to get us to where we need to go. The fact that we even have a shot. The fact that we even have a chance. Thank you, God. I mean, oh my gosh, man. Some people just don't have a chance. Some people are in situations right now where they don't have a chance. If you live in Los Angeles and your house burnt down right now, you just don't have a chance. You got to get that situated. You got to figure that out. You got to work on other things right now. It ain't really about self-development. It's really just about how can you rebuild that? Where do you go from there? So there's people who are in worse positions than you. You have to be grateful. And you have to pray for others. Pray for others. Pray for others. For sure. Pray for others. But you got to be grateful for the fact that your house ain't burnt down. You could wake up, you could work out, you could wake up, you could eat healthy, you could wake up, you could do the things that you need to do, you could wake up, you could be disciplined, and you waste the opportunity as if your house burnt down.
One thing changes everything, bro. One thing is greater than everything, bro. This is where you make your real progress. You feel me? Going all in on your one thing yields breakthrough results. What does this mean? If I go all in on this one thing, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's YouTube, whether it's this, a lot of people ask me all the time, hey B, bro, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to stream, I want to do YouTube, I want to do clothes, I want to do this. Which one gonna work for me? Honestly, bro, anything will work for you, bro. Anything will work for you. Just what you do the most, or what you put your most focus to. Whatever you do the most, whatever you put your most focus to is the thing that's going to work. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener wherever you water it. Meaning, whatever you pay attention to is going to grow. Whatever you pay less attention to is not going to grow. You know what I mean? And that's a whole nother video on how you can still grow multiple things at one time. If y'all want that video, let me know. But simplicity drives clarity. Simplicity drives clarity in whatever decision you're making, bro. Clarity is one of the biggest things that's going to make your life so cool, so fun, so sweet. That's why having one girl is cool, it's lit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very simple. You ain't got to remember all them other names and shit. I done been there. It's crazy. It's kind of confusing, my nigga. You know what I mean? And last but not least, momentum. You feel me? When you focus on one thing, it's a domino effect, bro. It's a snowball effect. You build that momentum. You build focus and unstoppable motion towards your towards your goals. You know what I mean? Momentum is the biggest wonder in this world. That's one of the most underrated things that I believe that is key to success is momentum. When you got the momentum, nothing can stop you. It's like if you in the NBA and you hot and you just shooting all the threes and making them, bro. That's how momentum is. When you got momentum in any facet in life, it's an amazing feeling, man. Next up, we're gonna give y'all some real world examples. You know what I mean? First off, Steve Jobs, he got a quote: "Deciding what to do is as important as deciding what not to do." I kind of switched it up in order. What not to do is as important as deciding what to do. What does this mean? This means that you got a lot of stuff that you can do, but saying no to those things to ultimately do the thing that moves your needle the most forward is important, bro. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that jump out to us. It's a lot of things that we want to do. It's a lot of people on this video right now that want to do YouTube, but something else just popped out to them a couple of days ago, so now they kind of contemplating on what they should do. Deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. So you just got to figure out what you want to do in your life, man. Next up, Kobe Bryant. He's famous and known for basically being one of the best basketball players ever. And what did he do? He came to practice and focused on one thing at a time, bro. You know what I mean? He'll go through his whole season, figure out what he need to change. He'll focus on that one thing, come back the next season and be better at that. You know what I mean? Successful creators, authors, athletes, YouTubers, they mastered their one core thing and then they were able to diversify. You know what I mean? I know we talk about multiple streams of income all the time, but those multiple streams wouldn't be possible unless we master our one thing first. You know what I mean? The domino effect, like I was saying earlier, bro, momentum. The domino effect is basically momentum, bro. A small focus with consistent effort leads to maximum and massive results. What is small focus? Start with one small action, bro. If you driving, I'm going to put this into an analogy. Y'all know I love analogies. If you driving a car in the rain and it's dark, are you going to focus on your destination or are you going to focus on what's in front of you and your headlights? Because if you focus on your destination and look past your headlights, you're going to crash out, bro. You're going to start small. You know what I'm saying? You want to take these small steps to the ultimate larger goal. And you want to do that in one thing and one focus at one time. You know what I mean? And once you master that, you just want to be consistent at it, bro. Daily practice compounds over time. The daily things that you
never allowed my fear to limit me. I'll figure out how to get past it. I think the thing that you should be afraid of most would probably be being alone, right? And I've been on my own since I can remember. So I got past that point, as a child. So everything else that came was smaller than the loss of my mom's.
Never, ever. I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself, so.
Look at this. The rougher side of their experience, we think we got it hard. Here, it's not hard here. You don't see how people fight to come across the border? They want to be here, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you go and look, when you get into those other territories, when their lower level, their poverty is more extreme than ours. You see what I'm saying? And we got some people that have just decided not to try. They're more comfortable in a tent with nothing on their schedule every day. Some of them make the decision to just get the tent and feel no pressure to make it or no pressure to do anything. You know what I mean? And that's just, I can't comprehend the thinking. Like, my thought process is so different from them that I can't relate to it, but it's real.
The best advice was Robert. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. Robert Greene. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote 33 Strategies of War and the Art of Seduction. He said everyone is not actually going to be prepared to take the time to actually utilize the information that's given to them. Like, if you pay attention and you actually keep whatever information is coming in front of you, that you choose what's valuable. But the things that you do hear that are valuable, if you make it your business to keep it, even if you have to write it down, so you have to say it to yourself or whatever, and you just keep. The person says something and you go, what did you just say? Hold on a second, put it in my phone. And hold on to it until it becomes a part of you in the way you actually would express yourself at different points. And then you develop a more advanced presentation, and I got that from Robert.
When you work for others, you are at their mercy. They own your work. They own
you do, the daily systems that eventually add up to this bigger goal, bro. It's going to compound. It's going to have a compound effect. It's going to give you residuals on your time, on your effort, on your energy. And eventually, the more you do this and the longer you do this, you're going to get some massive results, bro. And massive results is just breakthrough achievements that follow naturally, bro. One thing I like to say is you don't have to focus on those results, because those results are going to come as long as you putting in the right actions. Those results are going to come as long as you got the right system. So focus on your inputs, bro, and the outputs naturally happen to him. Find your one thing. I know a lot of people going to be watching this video and they going to be like, AB, I understand that I need to focus on one thing. I understand that I got to do that one thing at one time. But what is my one thing, bro? How do I find my one thing? So let's talk about finding your one thing. First off, bro, ask yourself this question. What one thing, if I do it, makes everything else easier? What's my one thing that if I master this, everything else comes naturally? You know what I mean? That's the first thing you got to ask yourself. After that, you got to be like, okay, cool. What moves the needle the most for that one thing? I know what the one thing is. Now, what moves the needle from that one thing? If I do this every day and focus on this one thing and just do this, it's going to move my needle so far that everything else gets better. Now, you got the high impact activities. You know what I mean? You found that. After that, bro, you got to connect your long-term goals. You got to put your vision into it. You know what I'm saying? Vision alignment. Everything must be in alignment. That's where your goals come into your systems. And once you master your systems, everything else naturally coordinates to what you want. The right inputs yield the right outputs. And then you just got to commit to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Eliminate everything. Is that rain? That's rain. Eliminate everything that ain't got to do with your outputs and your inputs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do. You just not doing it for some reason, bro. And I'm here to give you a little bit of clarity, man. Guard your focus. Saying no is very important. Saying no is more important than saying yes, bro. If that shit ain't got nothing to do with you, if it don't align with your purpose, say no. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. A couple of my homeboys, they was going to Airbnb with some girls and shit, and that shit ain't have nothing to do with me, bro. And it was approaching 10 o'clock. And I'm like, twin, I ain't gonna lie. I am about to take my ass to sleep. You know what I mean? And I do that on a daily basis, bro, where I say no to something that really ain't got nothing to do with me, that really ain't gonna move the needle, that really ain't gonna push the ball forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I could do something better at the time, I'm gonna do it. So say no. Avoid distractions and the shiny objects, bro. This is big. The shiny objects, bro. You gotta say no, bro. Set yourself some focus blocks. Bro, I was talking about this. We be joking about shit like this, but it's real, bro. Every man should work at least 4 hours a day, deep work, my nigga. And I'm not talking about at your job. I'm talking about for yourself. You should work on yourself for at least 4 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's when you first wake up, whether that's before you go to sleep, bro. You need 4 hours straight of uninterrupted work, bro. Set them focus blocks in your schedule, bro. Uninterrupted deep work. I'm talking about, nigga, doing the best things that's possible for you at the moment. Do them literally in your focus times, you know what I'm saying? Create some systems, build some routines that basically protect your attention. Whether that's, okay, when I wake up, I do 1, 2, 3, ABC. Every day I do ABC, 1, 2, 3. And those 1, 2, 3 things is going to move me closer to my goal every single time, man. And last but not least, bro, if you're not tracking, you slacking, you want to track your progress and measure your consistency with the habit tracker. I tell y'all this all the time, bro. The habit tracker is the ultimate cheat code because it actually shows you where you are in life. We can say that we want to go here, we can say that we want to go there, but until we actually know where we at, how are you gonna go there, bro? For example, if you did not have a GPS, if you did not know where you at, if you do not have a map, how can you go somewhere if you don't know where you at right now? You can't, bro. You have to know where you're starting from in order to go where you want to go. And that's what habit tracking does. It shows you how consistent you are. It shows you how disciplined you are. If y'all want the habit tracker, man, come to AB Academy. Along with everything that you get for AB Academy, I give the habit tracker for free in my community, man. So pull up to AB Academy. What happens when you focus? Let's talk about it. If you really truly focus up, bro, you're gonna have clarity. You know what I'm saying? All the mental fog you having, all the stress that you be having around, like, damn, bro, I don't know what to do right now. What the fuck, bro? It's gonna lift because now you have clarity. Now you know what you gotta do. Now you know that one thing that you must focus on, bro. What else is gonna happen? You're gonna grow faster, bro. Skill development accelerates drastically. You know what I'm saying? Your skills go up. Go back to this diagram. Where my diagram at, bro? Look how much drastic. Look at how drastic that is, bro. Compared to focusing on too much shit. When you focus on one thing, bro, you get drastic growth, bro. It accelerates way faster. You also get better results. You know what I'm saying? Quality improves, bro, as quantity decreases. You focusing on one thing, so you focusing on the quality of that. And last but not least, bro, you literally have less stress. You know what I'm saying? So mental clarity replaces being overwhelmed and feeling overwhelmed, man. So this is what I need y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to commit for 30 days, bro. You know, a lot of people, a lot of times we commit for a couple days. We don't see no progress. We want to stop. Fuck that. Commit for at least 30 days, bro. Figure out your one thing and do that one thing every single day for 30 days straight. Track your daily progress. Come in the community, bro. Tell me what your one thing is and I'll help you track it, bro. Measure the consistency, not just the outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Measure the inputs. Follow your inputs and not your outputs, bro. Eliminate distractions. Everything that ain't got nothing to do with your one thing, remove it, bro. Everything that's pulling your focus away from that one thing,